Everybody loves fusions in Dragon Ball. The simple concept of any two characters putting on a pair of earrings or doing a dance to combine into a brand new person who not only takes elements for both of their designs and personalities, but also completely surpasses them in power is just so cool. Of course, you have the most iconic pair of fusions of Vegito and Gogeta, but there were plenty of fusions that either almost happened or have appeared in non-canon material, especially in games like Dragon Ball Fusions. Of these, today, I'd like to talk about the fusion that nearly happened. One that was so close to happening, we actually saw what it would have officially looked like if it had happened in canon. Of course, I'm talking about the fusion between the strongest Saiyan, Son Goku, and the strongest warrior and champion of the universe, Mr. Satan. If Vegeta hadn't shown up in time and Goku was forced to fuse with Hercule, how strong would Gokule have been? Would he have been strong enough to defeat Buhan like Vegito did? Let's find out. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like and subscribe to help me reach 50,000 subscribers. With that out of the way, let's jump right in. Now, to determine the power of Gokule, we're going to need to answer a couple of major questions. How strong is Goku at the time? How strong is Mr. Satan at the time? How strong is the Potara fusion multiplier? And finally, how would all of these factors combine together when creating Gokule in comparison to the other characters of Dragon Ball Z? Let's get into it. So, to begin, how strong was Goku before fusing into Vegito? Depending on if you're in the anime or manga continuity, Goku's potential power varies quite a bit. In the manga, his base form at worst easily surpasses his Super Saiyan form in the Cell Saga, as he's clearly beyond the likes of Shin, who is stated to be the same strength as Super Saiyan Goku was in his fight against Perfect Cell. In the anime, he's way stronger, as even base Goku had surpassed Pikkon by the start of the Buu Saga, meaning he could have easily one-shot an even stronger version of Super Perfect Cell without even transforming, like Pikkon did. Beyond this, of course, with Super Saiyan forms, Goku would be at least 50 times stronger with Super Saiyan, 100 times stronger with Super Saiyan 2, and finally 400 times stronger than this with Super Saiyan 3. Now, the power of Super Saiyan 3 Goku throughout the Buu Saga is incredibly controversial, especially when discussing how he compares to Ultimate Gohan. Of course, even before returning to the other world, he's stronger than Fat Buu and could have beaten him if he had wanted to, but he chose not to. Now, some people for some reason think Goku just completely plateaus here in power and never gets stronger than this, but I personally disagree for a couple reasons. Again, this is a topic for another time, but there are numerous statements referring to Goku even before fusing as being the strongest warrior in the universe, meaning that either from his meditation or simply just from coming back to life, he had slightly surpassed Gohan. This is also supported by the fact that Super Buu gained a Goku level power up after absorbing Gohan, meaning that their levels of power were extremely close at the time either way. If you're wondering why Goku was afraid to fight Super Buu, it's because he was literally microscopic and had no idea he'd return to full size when leaving Buu. This means that Goku is around the level of power of Ultimate Gohan right before fusing. He does get stronger and easily surpasses Gohan's level of power after this due to getting a post-fusion multiplier, but that isn't the Goku we're talking about here, so we can just move on. But just so we understand, I'll be mostly sticking to the manga going forward to avoid any confusion. So next we gotta talk about Hercule. I've scaled him a couple times on this channel already, but never actually gave him an exact power level in Dragon Ball terms. I've seen people estimate that his power level could be anywhere from 5 all the way to 50 or well beyond it. So where does he actually fall in that range? The two best benchmarks we have for Hercule's strength are some of the lowest power levels ever recorded in the series. The Farmer with the Shotgun's power level of 5 and Kid Goku's power level of 10. The official Dragon Ball website actually tells us that the Farmer with a Shotgun is considered pretty tough compared to the average human, likely meaning a normal person's power level is closer to that of 3 or 4. Hercule is directly stated by Toriyama to be strong compared to normal humans, and guides do repeatedly say that in the realm of normal martial artists, Hercule is indeed the legitimate champion and actually has a high degree of skill. It's just that in comparison to people like Goku and the other Z fighters, obviously he's a bit lackluster, which really isn't his fault. Still, being strong in comparison to normal people isn't exactly a quantified value. Thankfully though, Hercule does actually have feats. While smashing through the concrete tiles is treated as a gag in the Cell Saga, the feat still actually gives Hercule wall-level attack potency, making his punches unironically 2,000 times stronger than that of a normal human. This is supported by the fact that his punches are stated to be sure to kill, at least in regards to normal people, and he's directly compared to the explosive power of a stick of dynamite. So does this mean that Hercule's power level is 2,000 times higher than that of a normal person? Obviously not. Or else he'd be stronger than Goku was during the Saiyan Saga. Power levels early on are clearly exponential in Dragon Ball, as Kid Goku with a power level of 10 was outputting building levels of power, which is several hundred times more impressive than what Hercule was doing, let alone a normal person. This is also pretty consistent for Hercule's other stats, as Goku can dodge bullets way better than Hercule can, and he can tank them better too. So, with that understood, Hercule's power level, in my estimation, is likely around 7 or 8. He's about equidistant in power between a strong normal person and a building destroyer like Chapter 1 Kid Goku. Not bad, but will this be enough power for Goku? Let's talk about fusion. Now, there are a lot of really weird myths about how Potara works, making weird headcanons that it's like the strongest forms added together and then multiplied by some made-up value anywhere from 100 to like 1,000 or a million. None of these have any evidence, and no statement supports them working in this way. This is also so weird because Potara fusion is super straightforward. It's the power level of the first person times the power level of the second person based on whatever form they are in. That's it. Now, Potara specifically can be influenced by other factors that make it stronger. Most importantly, if the people fusing are rivals, the result is even stronger. We know this because El Manga Legendario, which tells us that Vegito is actually stronger than a hypothetical Goku and Ultimate Gohan fusion, even though base Vegeta is weaker than Ultimate Gohan, exclusively because of the boost Goku and Vegeta get as rivals, as crazy as that sounds. However, obviously, Goku and Hercule won't be getting that boost because Goku thinks so little of Hercule's power, he isn't even sure the fusion will make him stronger. But is that true? Well, if you've been paying attention, obviously not. While Hercule is nowhere near as strong as Gohan or Vegeta, fusing with him would provide a massive boost to Goku's abilities, essentially multiplying the power of his base form by 7 to 8 times instantaneously. The question becomes though, will this be enough to beat Buhan? Or was Vegeta truly the only option? Again, if you were paying attention, we actually already have our answer. Buhan isn't actually that much stronger than everyone else there, despite how gassed up he is. A reminder that when absorbing Gohan, Buhan only got a power-up comparable to Goku's power, meaning it's not a multiplier, but just an addition onto Super Buu's abilities, meaning that Buhan is just Buu Piccolo plus the power of Gohan. And according to Goku, Gohan would have already beaten Buiccolo, meaning Buhan is only slightly less than twice as strong as Goku and Ultimate Gohan's level of power. Remember, Gokule in base is already a 8 times multiplier to base Goku, making just Super Saiyan Gokule already 400 times stronger than Goku, or exactly equal to Super Saiyan 3, meaning Super Saiyan 2 Gokule would probably have the exact same power level, if not slightly higher than Buhan's, which finally means Super Saiyan 3 Goku would be around 4 times stronger than Buhan, which is a bigger gap than the one between Goku and Buhan to begin with. While yes, he'd need his strongest form, Goku and Hercule's fusion would beat down Buhan pretty badly, probably being an even goofier version of Vegito. If anything, the plan to get inside Buhan would be even easier to pull off. I don't know about you, but if I was Buhan and getting beat up by Mr. Satan of all people, especially when he's hitting world champion emotes on me in Super Saiyan 3, I'm gonna try and beat him as fast and as easily as possible to save myself from the embarrassment. I did see some people saying that Buhan would hold back because he likes Mr. Satan, but this really only applies to the other forms of Buu. By the time he was Buu-Tanks, he was fully prepared to kill Hercule, so that specific argument doesn't work. But yeah, either way though, I think it's totally possible for Gokule to beat Buhan outright, or execute the exact plan as Vegito and get everyone he absorbed out of Buu's body. While he would have to use up a lot more power, it goes to show just how absolutely insane fusion is as a power-up. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I've actually wanted to make a Gokule video for quite a while now, as he's such a funny concept to me. As always, thank you to my members who got to see this video early, and make sure to let me know how I was wrong in the comments down below. See ya.